Hello and welcome. In this video, we will learn about buying and selling shares. Alright. Now, you might have heard the terms going long and going short. Basically, what they mean is buying and selling. Going long means buying. Going short means selling. Alright? Let us learn how buying and selling a share actually works. Okay? First, let us take going long or buying a share. Now, when do you buy a share? Or when do you buy shares? You buy when you expect the price of the shares to go up. Right? Let us take an example. Let us say that the stocks of Tata Motors are being traded at rupees 400. That means if you want to buy one share of Tata Motors, you will have to pay 400 rupees. This is the market price. Okay? Let us say it is July 1st. On July 1st, the market price is 400 rupees. Alright? Now, let us assume that you do not have any shares in your Demat account right now. But on July 1st, you decide to buy one share of Tata Motors. Okay? So you buy one share of Tata Motors for 400 rupees. Alright? Now, time passes and on August 1st, Tata Motors shares are being traded at 430 rupees. Meaning, if you want to buy one share of Tata Motors on August 1st, you will have to pay 430 rupees. This is the current market price. Alright? Now, you had bought one share at rupees 400 on July 1st. Correct? Right now, it is August 1st and share price is 430 rupees. So, if you decide to sell the one share that you have, then 430 minus 400 will be your profit, which will be 30 rupees. Okay? You bought it at 400, you sold it at 430. So 30 rupees would be your profit. Alright? Of course, you will have to pay a small brokerage fee, but we will ignore that for now. Okay? Now, this is called as going long. You bought one share expecting the price to go up, and it did go up, and you sold it to make a profit. This is going long. Now, what if on August 1st, instead of price going up, falls down to 380 rupees? What then? Then you have two options. First option is to hold on to the share, believing that it will go up in the future. the price of these shares keep moving up and down. Alright. So you can assume or believe that it will go up in the future and you can hold on to the share. Or the second option, that is to book the loss. Okay. You had bought it at 400 rupees. Now you will have to sell it at 380 rupees and book a loss of 20 rupees. Okay. So this is the second option that you have. Alright. Yes. Now let us proceed to calculating loss and profit of going long. On July 1st, Tata Motors was being, or shares of Tata Motors was being traded at rupees 400. So what do? You buy one share at 400 rupees. Let us see what can happen next. If on August 1st, the share price falls all the way to 0, then your maximum loss would be 400 rupees. Okay. Share price never falls to 0. Okay. This is a hypothetical example. But assuming that it falls to 0, the maximum that you would lose is 400 rupees. It is the amount that you had given when buying the share. Okay. So this is the entire amount you invested. So this can be lost. Alright. But there is one more possibility. Share price can rise to any value. Right? It can rise to 500 or 3000 or 1 lakh rupees or any value. And if share price moves up, then it can move to any value. So your maximum profit can be unlimited. It can move to any value. Of course, this is also a hypothetical example. But there is no limit on the upper side. It can go to any value because there is no cap on how high a stock price can go. Alright. So when you go long, maximum loss would be limited and maximum profit would be unlimited. Alright? Yes. Next, let us talk about going short or selling a share. It is also called as short selling. Okay? Let us take the same stock, Tata Motors, trading at 400 rupees on July 1st. Now, on July 1st, you decide to sell one share. Okay. You do not own any shares right now. Alright. This is the assumption. You do not have any shares in your Demat account. But you decide to sell one share. Now the question is, how can you sell a share which you do not own? We will see how that works later. Okay. For now, let us assume that you sell one share of Tata Motors at 400 rupees on July 1st. Okay. Now, when do you sell shares or when do we sell shares? When we expect the price to fall. When we expect the price to go down. Right? So, on August 1st, if the price moves according to your prediction and reaches 380 rupees, then you can buy the share back and make a profit of 20 rupees. You sold it at 400 rupees on July 1st, and now you are buying it back at 380 rupees on August 1st. So 400 minus 380, 20 rupees is the profit. You made money by selling when the price was high and bought it when the price was low. The opposite of going long. Okay. Now, what if on August 1st the price of the stock or shares was 420 rupees? Well, here too you have two options. One is to hold on to the shares assuming that it falls again, or you can book a loss of 20 rupees by buying at 420 rupees. You sold at 400, you are buying it back at 420. So 20 rupees would be the loss. Alright. Now, I need to tell you an important information about going short, and I will tell this at the end of the video. Okay. Next, let us calculate the loss and profit of going short. Okay. What did you do? You sold one share of Tata Motors at 400 rupees on July 1st. Right? Now, what if the price of the share or stock goes to 0 on August 1st? Then the maximum profit that you will be able to make would be 400 rupees. Or in other words, this would be your profit and this would be the maximum profit. You sold it at 400 rupees and the price reached 0. Price cannot go negative. So you buy it back at 0. Sold at 400, bought it back at 0. So maximum profit that you can make is 400 rupees. But if the price moves up, then there is no limit, correct? It can move to any value. And in this case, the maximum loss would be unlimited. Alright, because there is no cap on how high prices can go. Alright, so when you go short, maximum profit is limited, 400 in this case, and maximum loss is unlimited. This is the opposite of going long. Alright. Yes, I hope you have understood the concept. Now, the question, how can you sell a share that you do not own? In the going short example, you sold one share of Tata Motors, right? You did not have that share. Then, how were you able to sell it? What happens in India is, when you place a sell order through your broker, The broker uses an exchange approved system called as the stock lending and borrowing mechanism, the SLBM. Through this system, the broker borrows a share from someone who has voluntarily offered it to lend. Okay? Then you can sell that borrowed share in the market. Later, when you buy it back, the broker returns it to the original lender through the same SLBM system. Okay? It is a fully regulated and transparent process. Alright? Yes. One more important point to remember about short selling in India is, for retail investors, short selling is usually allowed only for intraday trades. Meaning you must square off, meaning buy back, on the same day. Meaning, in India, the stock market opens at 9:15 a.m. Meaning, you can sell shares after 9:15 a.m. and the stock market closes at 3:30 p.m. and you will have to buy back the shares on the same day before 3:30 p.m. or else the broker will do that. Okay? So we cannot sell shares today and buy it on a different day. If we want to do that, we must use the SLBM system. Alright? So this is one important point to remember. Okay?